Guys, I just have to make this video. I have no choice than to make this video. Like, Mike Tyson is gonna be taking on Jake Paul. Like, come on. Like, when I heard about this, like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing, to be honest with you. I had to Google this like 3 times, 3 or 4 times, really. Like, I went back on Google, I went to the right sources just to make sure this wasn't a fiction or something someone else just made up from nowhere. Like, you know what I mean? I had to make sure this was fact. Like, I'm disappointed in this. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this at all, guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Like, I'm not really happy about this fight. Like, there's a lot of reasons why I'm not happy about this fight. I have to be honest with you. Like, as a big fight fan, as a fan of Mike Tyson, watching Mike Tyson for years, hearing about Mike Tyson even as a young kid growing up, like, Mike Tyson was the guy that everybody knew. Like, everybody knew Mike Tyson. There's just a lot of things wrong with this fight, like, guys, a lot of things. For example, now, like, what age is Jake Paul? What age is Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson is about 57 years of age. Jake Paul is 27. Like, do the math yourself. Like, that is just ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? But anyhow, like, this, like, growing up and watching this guy, Mike Tyson, everybody, he was a feared man before. Like, everybody feared Mike Tyson when I was growing up. Everybody feared him. Like, but now Mike Tyson is a nice guy, whatever, like, changed his life around. And I know for a fact he's not taking this fight for the money, like, because Mike Tyson obviously, like, had some money issues in the past or whatever, like, but now he's after building back up, like, he's okay with money now, for sure. As far as I know, anyways, Mike Tyson is doing okay with money. Why did he take this fight? Like, I don't know. But one of his interviews, he actually said he wanted to shut Jake Paul up for good, which that made me laugh a little bit. Like, it's funny, like, but still, like, let's be totally honest. Like, who sanctioned this fight, for example? Like, this is supposed to be a professional bout as well. Like, knockout is real. Everything is real in this fight. Like, usually in a boxing fight, in a heavyweight boxing fight, you have 12 rounds, 10 rounds, and then you also have the 10 ounce glove. You know what I mean? And it's a 3 minutes per round. But in this particular fight, actually, it's different. So they kind of tone it down a little bit. So it's going to be an 8-round fight, 2 minutes each round, and it's going to be a 14 ounce glove. So 10 ounce, 14 ounce is a big difference. It is a big, massive difference. There's more cushion on that. Like, there is more cushion on that. Like, just try and get a 10 ounce glove, put it on your hand, get a 14 ounce glove, put it on your hand, and trying to hit a boxing bag, and you will see the difference. Like, you see the cushion, you see the difference. Like, so it's just, I'm kind of disappointed in this fight. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see my legend going down because there's a possibility Mike Tyson gets knocked out. Let's not deceive ourselves. Like, you know what I mean? Mike Tyson is a superior boxer than Jake Paul, but Jake Paul has the youth on his side, and he's a smart guy, whether you like him or not. Like, he's not here for no reason. Like, you know what I mean? He go here because he's smart. Like, let's call spades a spade now. You know what I mean? So back to Mike Tyson, like, Mike Tyson was knocking everybody out, like, everybody out when Mike Tyson was in his prime. Like, everybody knows Mike Tyson. Like, and one of his best combos, like, you know what I mean? A right hand to the body and an uppercut with the same right hand. That was one of his best combos. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, although Mike Tyson is old, I know I'm saying he's old, he's still a boxer. He has it in him. You know what I mean? But my point here, like, what I'm worried about is how his body is going to hold up. What is his training like? You might think you're good in training, you're training. You might think you're good in training, but the reality is, like, when there's another man standing in front of you, a young guy, he's not even half as good as you are. You know what I mean? When he's standing in front of you, then, and he has more energy, he has more, like, strength. You know what I mean? Like, he's trained more. He's had the strength to train way more. So let's say you're training 2 hours a day. This guy is training 5 hours a day. Let's look at how this fight can go in fairness. Like, you know what I mean? There's 2 ways I think this fight can actually go. The first way that I think this fight can go is a quick way. And what I mean by a quick way is Mike Tyson comes into the ring, right? Jake Paul is at the other side of the ring. Mike Tyson goes for Jake Paul, catches him, and knocks him out. Right hand to the body or right hand straight to the face and knocks him out. That is a possibility. Like, a very, very, if that is what I want to happen, to be honest with you. I want Mike Tyson to win because I don't want a legend like Mike Tyson One of my favorite boxers of all time, which I think most people that watch boxing, when you talk about excitement, it's very hard to top Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? Like, watch his videos. Like, if you haven't seen much of his, go and watch his videos. You know what I'm talking about. But I'm sure most people watching this anyway have seen one or two Mike Tyson's videos. Anyways, so that is one possibility how I think the fight can possibly go. The other possibility, right, is Jake Paul is a smart guy. That's no doubt about that. Like, Jake Paul survives the first 2 rounds, the first 3 rounds, which the rounds are short as well. Remember, it's a 2 minute per round. So Jake Paul survives the first few rounds. Yeah, he survives it somehow. He doesn't get caught by Mike Tyson. Like, Mike Tyson going and swinging for Jake Paul and, weaving and bopping, what he does best. You know what I mean? Like, swing for Jake Paul, and Jake Paul avoids it. Maybe gets clipped, but doesn't get the full impact. Like, you know what I mean? That could happen as well. And then in the fourth round, towards the later round, then Jake Paul starts scoring points to Mike Tyson. The older man, Mike Tyson, start getting tired. There's a possibility of that, start getting tired. Then before you know, Jake Paul builds more confidence coming then from Jake Paul. Then even pushing Mike Tyson because he can see he's getting tired, then pushing him. Get a knockout. You could get a knockout. Like, a tired man is no good in the ring, I'll tell you that much. So he could get a knockout or actually go to the end and win by decision, basically. So these are the two possible ways I think the fight can go. And it could also just be a boring fight as well, because the 14-ounce round, the 14-ounce glove, they could just kind of be taking it easy, you know what I mean? Like, Jake Paul could just be, I don't know, but it's I'm just not happy with this fight either way. I don't even care what happens in this fight. I just don't want my man Mike Tyson to get knocked out. That is all I care about. He shouldn't get knocked out in this fight, man. He shouldn't get knocked out in this fight, because apparently, actually, their record doesn't stand. Like, their record actually is going to be affected by this fight. So, like, like some fights are exhibition fight and stuff like that, the record stays the same. But for this particular fight, it doesn't stay the same. One person is going to get a loss and the other person is going to get a win, guys. So I don't know what you guys think about this. Like, am I just a big Mike Tyson fan thinking, oh, look, this fight is no good, I'm scared in case it gets knocked out and the legend gets knocked out? Or am I really saying what people are really thinking? You know what I mean? Like, I'd like to see what you guys think. Like, you can leave a comment and like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.